Hello everyone, I am HS Words. Welcome back to your EduLex Rank Up classes. And today we will start class 9th Geography, Chapter 1, India, Size and Location. So let's have a start of this chapter. So we will start India's location first. In this chapter, you will discuss about India's location and then about India's size and then India and the world and then finally India and its neighboring countries. So this is all about we would be studying in this chapter, that is India's location in the world context, India's size and India and the world, which means because of its strategic position, what are the countries in the world or in which part of the world India is having its contacts, right? And then we would be studying about what are the countries, which neighboring countries are with India, making India a subcontinent. So about India's neighboring countries also we would be having a look at finally, right? So let's start with the India's location. So what is the India's location then? One by one we would be studying. See, if we look at India's cultural diversity and its social setup, we see that India is one of the culturally rich country, and right from the beginning and Mahabharata times or Ramayana times, India is having its relations with many other countries in the world because of its trade items, right? And it is India's location itself which makes it one of the eminent country in the Southeast Asian countries, also in the south central part of Asia. And because of its location itself, India is having its relations with many countries in the world, be it African countries or it is Asian countries or it is European countries, right? So as far as India's location is concerned, if we go by this sketch, this is the equatorial line, that is 0 degree equator, which divide India into almost two equal parts, right? That is equator, and this is the globe, or say the Earth is not as circle as I have drawn here. India is the world is quite geode in position. That is, our Earth is geode. Geode means it has some bulge from the top. Some bulge, in fact, Earth is like this. It has bulges from the top, just like the orange that we eat. Orange, it's a fruit. बिल्कुल संतरे की तरह, जैसे थोड़ा सा ऊपर से bulges पोजीशन में हमारी अर्थ है. एंड ये जो अर्थ है, that has been divided by equator into two equal parts, dividing it into northern hemisphere and this is southern hemisphere. So this is what India's position. As far as India's position is concerned, we see that India is in the northern hemisphere. This is what India. just above the equator in the eastern side of the world. I mean, if we divide India as the world into two, that is, this is north, this is south pole, and this is north pole. So India's position is in the northeastern hemisphere. Northeastern hemisphere India lies. And if we look at this latitudinal and longitudinal extent, then what we find, from the equator, India starts from 8 degree 4 minute north to 37 degree 6 minute north. This is what India's latitudinal extent. As far as its longitudinal extent is concerned, it starts from 68 degree 7 minute east to 97 degree 25 minute east. That is longitudinal extent of India. So mainland of India lies between these latitudinal and longitudinal extent, that is from above the equator 8 degree north to 37 degree north and 68 degree 7 minute east to 97 degree 25 minute east. So this is India's westernmost longitude from where India starts, and this is India's easternmost extension in the Assam or Arunachal Pradesh, right? So how on the map of India we can show, if you look at this map or the sketch of India, what you find, so this is the sketch of India. If you find that here we have 8 degree 4 minute north, this is northernmost latitudinal extent, and the southernmost is, this is 37 degree 6 minute, and here southernmost is 8 degree 4 minute north of the equator. I have already told you that India's position is between, this is India, this is India's position, right? And this is your 0 degree latitude, that is equator. So above the equator, India's position starts from 8 degree and 4 minute north to 37 degree 6 minute, and here we have easternmost extension from these two, that is western side of India. This is, so westernmost extension starts from 68 degree 7 minute to here it is 97 degree 25 minute. So I hope I am clear as far as the extension of latitudinal and longitudinal extent of India is concerned. Then India, it is Tropic of Cancer, which divides India almost into two equal parts, and this is what 23 and half degree north. That is Tropic of Cancer it is. Tropic of Cancer. It divides India into two equal parts. This is 23 degree and 30 minute north. This gives India the temperate climatic conditions and tropical climatic conditions. This division, right? How? Because India is very close to the equator, and on equator, see if it is equator, see this is the earth's surface. If it is the earth's surface and the sun is rising here, so the sun rays are vertical. Sun rays are vertical on the earth's surface, and so they cover the less part of the earth. Because they cover less part of the earth, and so they creates more heat in a particular area, the vertical sun rays. And this is what is happening on the equator, or the area which is in the very close to the equator are having tropical climatic conditions, that is hot and humid climatic conditions. And as you move from equator towards pole, then the climatic conditions becomes tropical to temperate and then frigid. You have already gone through in the previous classes, in say for 6th and 7th classes, that how the temperate zone are divided into tropical zone and the temperate zone and then the frigid zone. You have already gone through. So this is what, as we move from the equator in the higher latitudes, the temperature decreases, right? So because of this, since we move away from the equator and above to the Tropic of Cancer, India is having temperate climatic conditions or subtropical climatic conditions, while below to the Tropic of Cancer we have tropical climatic conditions, because India is close to the equator, right? So other than this, if we look at the India's location, since we are discussing, so here India becomes, India starts tapering around 22 degree north to the equator. This is the latitude from where India starts tapering towards the south, and then it introduced to the Indian Ocean. If you look at this sketch or map of India, what you find, to the southeastern side we have Arabian Sea, and to the southeastern position we have the Bay of Bengal, right? And below to it we have the Indian Ocean. Now what you see, if you look at the map of India, what you find, that India starts tapering towards south at the latitude of 22 degree north of the equator, and then India is surrounds with water on its three sides. In the southwestern part we have Arabian Sea, in the south we have Indian Ocean, and in the southeastern part we have Bay of Bengal. And this position of India gives its strategic importance in the south central part of Asia. Other than this, if we look at this main Indian land, what we find, that Kanyakumari is the southernmost tip of main Indian land. You just listen to my statement. Kanyakumari is the southernmost tip of the main Indian land. However, Indira Point is the southernmost point of Indian Union, which means Other than the main Indian land, which extends up to 8 degree 4 minute, India also extends in the Indian Ocean till 6 degree 45 minute north of the equator, where the Indira Point is located in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So this Indira Point, however, had submerged in 2004 during the tsunami. But yes, India's main boundary extends up to 6 degree and 45 minute, which is known as southernmost point of Indian Union, right? Southernmost point is Indira Point, located at 6 degree 45 minute north in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, right? So this is southernmost point of Indian Union. I am using the word Indian Union because India is a union of states officially in the Indian Constitution. This word has been used for India. Political science you have already gone through in chapter federalism, that India is a union of states. So how many states do we have? We have 28 states and 8 union territories. Make it clear, I am repeating myself, 28 states and 8 union territories we have in India, and not 9 union territories. Why I am saying so? Because in so many books you might have gone through that India is having 9 union territories after Jammu and Kashmir has been split into 2 union territories. But it is not so, because the books haven't been updated. But yes, I am giving you the latest information that, you know, officially, politically, India has been divided into 28 states and 8 union territories. Let's have a look at them. Which are the union territories that India is having? It's 28 states and 8 union territories, right? So what are the union territories that we have? Eight union territories. The names are, it's Delhi, Chandigarh, then it's Pondicherry or Puducherry it is called as. Then we have Daman, Diu, Dadar and Nagar Haveli, right? Then we have Andaman and Nicobar Island, then we have Lakshadweep Island, and then we have Ladakh, and finally we have Jammu and Kashmir. You know how last year the Indian government split the state of Jammu and Kashmir into 2 union territories, that is Ladakh and Jammu and Kashmir. But what government took another step here, that is Daman and Diu, which were earlier an independent union territory. They were merged into Dadar and Nagar Haveli. So these all together have become the one. So this After this, we have 8 union territories which are ruled over by the central government, that is the Government of India. Right? So this is what India's location we have discussed, and how politically India has been divided into 28 states and 7 union territories. We have also discussed that Indian Ocean in the south, wherein we have Kanyakumari as the southernmost tip of main Indian land, right? While Indira Point is the southernmost point of Indian Union. I have already told you that constitutionally this is the term which is used for India in the Indian Constitution, that India is a union of states, right? And I have already told you that we have 28 states and we have 8 union territories also. Now we would discuss about the size of India.